Hello, everyone. Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners, along with Bob Iacchino. So, IOTA spiked up, gave us a nice high, stopping at our little cluster 168, pulling back to the bottom of the rotation zone before it hasn't crossed. So it's just interesting. You see squeeze plays a lot, and if it holds, it's a good sign. Just keep that in this pattern where it squeezes. We actually have a little pattern. We call it an ice cream trade. Maybe we'll teach it here sometime on this channel. All right, then going from the lows back on the 5th to the highs on the 6th gave us our 12 and 25% projections. We then got another cluster, 177 to 178, pretty much dead stop of the close there. Then the 185 level, spiking slightly through that, then closing back down at the other key levels. So what are we watching for now? Now we are watching to see if the first cross the rotation zone holds. So key support coming in about 167 to 164. In that area, we don't want to see it really break below that. It don't mind temporarily, but we don't want to see it close below that. If we do, then we'd watch for 154. That would mean the rotation zone didn't hold, which is not a good sign, because this did close also above the 62.5 retracement from this last push down, which is a good sign. Now we needed to hold this rotation zone. I can take these off there to clean up some of these levels. Then on a bigger pullback, the level it's really got to hold is this 145 level. Don't want to see a close below that. Now we can update these levels since they've been hit. We can go to the most recent swing high and see how that falls. We have an end of a clear path roughly at this. Let's see, the end of the clear path comes in about 205. Also tying in with the next major projection, with the minor projection being 197. We'll also check on that on the daily chart. Keep in mind, and I don't do these all the time for these videos just to keep them shorter, but you can also do from this pullback, you can do this and fine tune those levels and look. So this 197 is a cluster. And look at this. This next little, we had the 37.5 retracement level, and we have the 12.5 projection level coming in at 193. So these are levels you can use for a couple of things: taking profits or moving up stops. So as it goes higher, you move up your stop, and then if you get the bigger pullback and it hits your stop, you take some of your position off and wait for the bigger pullback and wait for the next high probability lower entry. Right now we're watching. We're not going to buy this rotation zone because it's just a first cross and it's not steep enough yet. We're going to see how this holds and a push back up, or if we do get a proper like channel or another pattern here, a bottoming pattern, we'll take advantage of it, but we're just not going to aggressively buy the rotation zone just yet. Daily chart, let me zoom out for everybody so they can get a closer look. So spiking just above the 8, but now closing, or the day's not over yet, but back below it. So you see resistance on the way back up is this at this 180 level, but that's going to keep falling. Keep that in mind. All right, over to Litecoin. Litecoin also got to close above that 62.5 retracement level. Going to pull that off for the short term. And now we're looking at this one. Actually, I'm going to change the color of that. I wanted it to be that dark purple. Now it's in sync with the other charts. All right. So let's taking a look at this. And these levels disappeared again. But I already know what they are because we were looking at them earlier. So from the lows up to the highs yesterday, that projected the 150, 184, and then 156.88, spiking up, hitting that first level, pulling back, spiking up to second level, pulling back. There's a lot of selling coming on in here. Right now, since we did get above that 62.5 level on a closing basis from this last pullback, that was bullish. Now we have to see if it holds rotation zone. So the major support levels coming in about 140. That's the bottom of the rotation zone. We don't want to see it dropping past there on a closing base. If it does, 132 level, and then critical level is 125.52. Just like we're not aggressively buying this rotation zone. We still have the daily one clearly against us. This is a first pullback into this rotation zone, and we could get another cross back down. So we are being very patient. We got the divergence set up down here. Now we're being patient, moving up the stops. Let's check this on the daily. Daily level, as we expand the chart so everybody can see it. spiking up through the 8, but then back below it. We're going to watch where it closes today. If it closes below the 8, that again, that's our key resistance area. So the 8 right now is coming in about this 147 area. That again, on our move back up, is very key resistance. If we do get back above this 157, I forgot to update those levels. So let's go back to the 4-hour. I know they're going to be in the rotation zone though on the daily. So back here, here's our next level. So if this rotation zone does hold and we get back through this, the most recent swing high, 157, we'll be watching for 163, then 169, 169 just above the clear path, which ends up 168. So I'd fine tune it about 168. Let's switch back to the daily. Sorry about the switch back and forth, everyone. Yeah, I definitely bumped that level down because you got the declining 21. So if this does get enough strength to get into the daily rotation zone, that declining 21 is going to take precedence over that 25% level. So I'd focus on that and really key off that, which right now is at the end of that clear path, but that level is going to keep dropping. That's what we have for you on IOTA and Litecoin. Hope everybody's learning a lot and trading well. We will talk to you soon. Bye for now.